Aphrodite, Artemis, Athena, mothers and daughters of Olympus, please, lead us to safety. We can't lose anyone else.
I'm none of those, but I am Cassandra Amistios. What's wrong?
My people are in grave danger. We lost our leaders and our warriors, and now our hunters have disappeared.
Hunting parties can be gone for weeks before returning. What happened to everyone else?
War. The fight between Athens and Sparta has reached our borders, so the men left to offer their swords. I fear that those remaining will be lost to the sons of Xerxes.
I haven't heard of the son.
Persians left over from the Battle of Thermopylae. They have no nation except the heritage of an ancient...
I would not trade our roles in this situation. Though killing is...
Do you deal in advice? I don't know how to address my people.
There is no easy answer. If you were to take it one step at...
I can't bring back the men, or stop the sons of Xerxes by myself. I know it's a lot to ask.
I'll look for them.
My cousin Agnodiki volunteered to look...
There is always a bandit camp. Best check to see what they have. They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
You're not welcome here, Stelford. Free! Aha! You're mine! Everyone,
The bones!
You saved me! Thank you, Mistios! Those bastards! Those bastards!
Are you all right?
Do I look all right?
You survived. It's more than we can say for your companions.
That was our warning. First our hunters, then the rest of the village. I need to warn our magistrate about the son of Xerxes and their plans.
And I need to see her about my payment.
You've returned. What news of Agnodeki and the hunters?
Magistrate Perictioni, I have grave news. The sons of Xerxes are preparing to strike. Oh, it's you. Magistrate, this Mistio saved me from certain death.
For double the reward, I hope.
Finally, someone around here who knows how to use a sword. I've been trying to convince Peri to build our defenses since we first saw the sons of Xerxes creeping closer to the village.
This is my sister, Thea. She considers herself to be acting general of Lalea in the men's absence.
It was your husband who shielded us before. Someone must do so now! Did you hear anything Agnodiki said? If we wait on the gods for help, we will be massacred.
The only language the sons of Xerxes seem to understand is violence.
Mistios, what if I hired you to protect the village?
I'll do what I can.
Good. Meet me at Kiphisos Spring. I have plans for those sons of Xerxes. Good to see your face again.
Yours too.
Lalea is the daughter of Kiphisos, god of this spring. It's said that she lives in these pools.
Thea, right? Perictioni told me you've been acting as general. Though from what I saw earlier, you and your sister don't see eye to eye.
Peri would die folded in prayer before she asked for my advice.
Her distraction has allowed the sons of Xerxes to advance.
And now we are on the knife's edge waiting for the slaughter, and we have done nothing. I must prepare myself to fight, and hopefully the others too. Can you teach me?
Your sister says you act like a general. Let's see if you fight like one.
I'm ready. You had this coming! I told you not to go easy on me. You hit hard! Well, that was humbling.
The sons of Xerxes won't be as kind.
No, it's a good wake-up call. One I wish Peri could have. But Big Sister always knows best.
Sounds like she's always given you a hard time.
You could say that. Acting like the hero while I do the dirty work.
Now you have the Eagle Bearer on your side.
Then you'll be the Perseus to my Andromeda.
I seem to recall the legend saying that Andromeda was nude and tied to a rock.
Was she? I'll have to remember that the next time I'm reenacting the myth. Lalea has a rich heritage for theater. though not so much for fighting.
Spartan women are taught to keep up with Spartan men. Lalea seems different.
It is an oversight that I've been pushing to correct. When the men leave for war, our defenses are limited to...
And now that the hunters are dead...
We're more exposed to attacks from the sun.
I've seen kings and commanders.
Perry married the governor. I am unwed. Spinsters do not become leaders. We exist...
We should get back to the task at hand.
You're right, but it's hard to know where to start. I need to train the others for...
What about the hunters you lost?
We need to train replacements. There's also a camp close by. Likely the Daughters of Artemis. They are not a friendly...
I've run into them before.
I won't pry.
Who should I train to...
I've met with some volunteers from the village. They've got a little experience, but need to have...
Not sure how...
Methiadusa mentioned needing some materials before she can get started. Between you and me...
I'll get to it. Why would the Daughters of Artemis be down here?
Tell me to make the weapons, but when any of them ask if I know how... Oh, who are you?
A mercenary hired by the village magistrate.
Oh, that explains why I don't know you. I'm Methiadusa. Please don't tell me you...
I don't, but the rest...
Oh, that...
I thought you were the village blacksmith. Why?
I'm not the village blacksmith. My father is, and my brother is his apprentice. I just fetch wood when they need it.
Are you the only member of...
I'll know when the men return from war. Mater left.
Is there any way I can...
I think Pater left the molds and...
You look capable and...
There's a difference between knowing how to do something with...
Fair enough. What kind of ore...
Any kind of ore will...
What?
My pater used the legendary ore when making a dagger for my mater.
How did the ore get...
The legend says Hephaestus, god of the forge, found this ore and you...
Where can I find the...
It's hard to reach. It's down the cliffs at the Persian remnants in a secret cave.
Sounds like you've been there.
I told you, I wasn't a smith. I was there to
I'll bring back... Hello? The traditional welcome of the Daughters of Artemis.
You are the Eagle Bearer, messenger of Zeus, and leader of the Daughters of Artemis.
I earned the title by defeating Daphne. I've come to ask for your help. The village near here is under siege by the sons of Xerxes.
We follow Daphne. We do not follow you. You are a brute and a thug. Great leaders aren't measured by the piles of bodies at their feet, but by the help they give others.
Without the sword and spear of my grandfather, King Leonidas, this coast would belong to the Persians. Great leaders protect us from invasion, no matter the price in blood.
A great leader also provides for their people. Daphne always kept us in meat and shelter. You kill animals for trophies. Like the god you champion, you are...
I grew up with nothing, and have not forgotten the ache of hunger. I take what I need, and no more.
Why do you care about this village, and why do you expect our sympathy?
The women of Lalea have food and shelter, but are not prepared to defend themselves from raiding bandits. An alliance benefits you both.
I'm surprised by your compassion, hero, and beginning to see what Daphne saw in you. Still, I do not submit to any... If you can get me on my back, Telesila, join me.
I'll end you!
I yield. You have proven yourself worthy of your titles. My warriors and I are yours.
You fought well. You know the direction.
Of course. We'll gather our things.
I expect to see you defending Lalea.
Yes, champion.
This is the whole hunting party?
We're all Lalea has to spare since the sons of Xerxes killed our husbands and sons. You must...
I am.
We may not be the big brutes you're used to, but we're versed in...
Well, we know how to fish.
That's a start.
We're ready. Do you have everything you need?
Yes. Get your... Tell me about Lalea.
We've been blessed by both the waters of Kephissos and by Aphrodite herself. For she is the source of all beauty.
All settlements need to be near water. Ours just has a lot.
And you fish in the pools and river?
Kephissos provides us with what we need.
Not enough in there to provide for all of Lalea. That's why we need you.
With the sons of Xerxes so close, is there less game around?
We've been relying more on fish and fruit. It's enough for now.
Animals don't scream and beg for mercy the way humans do. I doubt they interest the sons of Xerxes as much.
There's still food. Perhaps their numbers aren't as high as we think.
They may not have enough archers to black out the sun with arrows, but they do have enough to fill every citizen of Lalea with holes.
I won't lose! Here we are. A great bear is said to live nearby.
Don't mention the bear. I'm already regretting being here.
When fighting bears, keep an eye out for when it gets angry. Then you need to run the other way. To shoot, you need to raise your elbow to be level with your ear, keeping your arm straight and relaxed. Your arrow needs to be just below your eye. Then exhale on release. Try to aim for the eye, so that you don't damage the rest of the meat.
Come with me to Hades!
Thank you, Mistios. I've learned much from the bow. Aphrodite may provide, but Artemis acts.
Lalea is such a beautiful place. I'm glad I can do my part to take care of it. Thank you.
That should be enough to get you through the week, but there's... Come on. Persians were insane to try to climb these cliffs. That must be the cave. I can see why this ore is named for Aphrodite. That should be enough ore for Methiadusa. Time to head back. I found the ore.
Amazing. Already
Will that be enough for
It should be a good start.
you and the rest?
I'm just one smith, and I can divide my time between making weapons and armor. But it will slow down the process. It would be faster if I just...
Weapons can be improvised. Armor can't.
Yes, you're right.
I've done all I can for these women. Time to get back to Perictione.
Harry, we need to be strategic about this.
Destroying the castles is strategic. Wandering through the woods looking for scouts is a waste of time. Eagle bearer. Good.
I've just spoken with the hunting party. They recovered new enemy arrows near the boundaries of the village.
Scouts. Likely sent ahead to find weaknesses in Lalea's defenses, of which there are many.
That's what I've been telling Perry. We need to kill those scouts.
If everyone dies in battle, there will be no village left to defend. Agnodiki spoke of enemy weapons.
Why are these scouts?
What if we're away in battle and
What did Agnodiki...
She overheard the sons of Xerxes discussing supplies they stole.
We need to deal with this.
Which do we focus on?
I'll take care of the scouts. The last thing we need is an ambush.
If you've chosen wrong, we'll be exposed with nothing to show for it.
I'll see you when it's done.
what is it that Spartans say about shields? With them or on them?
May the gods guide your path and the arc of your sword.
There's the scout. Off we go now. Ella.
My priorities, stay close!
That's all of them. Better get back to Lalea. hunted them to the last.
I'll sleep.
I still worry about them overcoming our numbers and battle.
How prepared are
We're under attack. Thea and her warriors are holding them off, but we need
As prepared as we're going to be. Go.
this way. They've got us pinned against the rocks.
Shit! Just die already!
I can't believe we did it. But the cost.
Thea, this is war.
The extra bows from the daughters of Artemis sure helped. They took blows away from my people. For that, I'm grateful.
I'm sure they were happy to help.
We killed them. How? All I remember was swinging until my arms hurt, then swinging more. If you hadn't killed those scouts, I might have died thinking of them.
I'm glad it's over.
I may not be a champion of the gods, but it'll take more than a few wounds to fell me. Let's return to Lalea.
Over there.
Perry!
Thea, I'm here. It's okay.
It's over. We beat them back. All that's left to do is burn the bodies.
You protected my sister and my village. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
We protected each other.
I don't know how we can ever repay you.
I can think of a few ways I can repay you.
Really? You're having this discussion here? In front of your sister and the whole town?
Later, then.
Gratitude, Mistios. Here is the drachmi as promised. You will always be welcome in Lalea.
My grandfather died not too far from here. I'm glad he defended this place from the Persians.
Cassandra, if you could come see me before you leave, I'll be by the waterfall.
And now the work of rebuilding begins.
It's good to see all this beauty at peace once again.
And for years to come, thanks to you.
I can't promise you peace.
But you did give us the tools to preserve it.
So, what kind of reward did you have in mind?
My first thoughts were of getting you out of those clothes.
If that's the first thought, I can't wait to see how the second and third thoughts go.
Oh, there won't be much thinking. But there will be seconds and thirds.
What will you do now?
With everything taken care of, I'm free to do what I want. A list that includes spending more time with you.
Come with me then. I could always use someone who can think and use a sword.
You only want me around for my brains and my brawn.
Would you prefer I said I wanted you to keep my bed warm?
I've lived here my whole life. To leave it, well, that would be an adventure.